Perfect. So yeah, Sonic the Cosplayer, you've been on the social media for years, and I remember always seeing you on Twitter and stuff like that. Sonic the Cosplayer, you've been on the social media for years, and I remember always seeing you.
There we go. Okay, now that I don't have one audio, now because I keep hearing you like 4 times, so that might have been me.
Oh wow! Oh. Yeah.
Well, it's because I have an iPhone, an iPad, and 3 monitors, and I think Twitch is on like 4 of them, and then I have one. So it's not necessarily the best a lot of times. So, but everything should be good now.
Perfect.
It should be.
Sonic Revolution, we're trying to get stuff started out here in Florida. I understand you're out here in Florida too, so in fact, I think you're actually not too far down the road from where I am, so.
Really? Yeah. No, yeah. Florida's basically, I would love to go to other conventions around the country, but it's just basically been Florida.
Yeah. So,
which is like the worst place to be in, because as a costumer, as a mascot like fursuiter, Florida's the worst place to be.
Yes. I don't know how people at Disney do it.
They only do it 2-hour intervals, and it's like spread out between like 8 people, and they are highly air conditioned. Me, I just have a couple fans, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right. So you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself and how long you've been doing this and all this other good stuff that you've been doing?
Well, let's see. I've been doing this for what year is it? 10 years, almost 10 years.
Wow.
November 2021 will be 10 years. So, and I have amassed an army of, 30-ish cosplays. Well, 31 if you count this one.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm looking around. I realize I don't have my clock to watch on to figure out how long. So we got a couple minutes here. I don't know if my setup's not set up that great right now, but so you want to tell us more about oh my goodness, your current cosplay? How long did it take you to put that together and get everything to work right?
Well, apparently I had to do a lot of YouTube tutorials to figure out how to do this type of thing, because I had only built small things, even though, large, but still small, like a prop, a thing, it wasn't anything that was, and I didn't want to build something stationary, because the whole part where I've noticed that as I've been at conventions, Sonic is a very talkative, energetic person. I had no mouth in my other suit, so I had no way of expressing. Everything had to be very Italian. Everything had to be very in your face, because I had to be very outside. But now I can talk. I can emote. I can do all sorts of things. And I can fully, basically, not shut up at a convention.
That's awesome.
So it allows me to I don't know, to be more like Sonic, so to speak.
Yeah.
But it took about 4 months on and off.
Wow.
Some days I wouldn't do anything. Other days I would try to be like, all right, I can figure this out. And then I realized in order to do this, I had to basically ignore any of the mascot fursuiting stuff and go right to puppetry. Everything had to be puppet based. I had to figure out how to control everything, which is what these are. These are controlled by my hands. I know a lot.
Oh, wow. I was wondering how that was working.
A lot of people ask this question, and that's what they're on. They are on controls on my hands.
Wow.
Which allows me to add other features, like if I wanted to move my ears or anything like that, I can control them on other hands. I just don't have that right now. Everything's on control on my just eyebrows. So if I basically can have 10 different controls. So,
wow.
Which is a bonus. It's not my battery for my lights also apparently went out, because apparently I'm supposed to be lit up.
Oh yeah, I've ever seen some pictures of that. Yeah, that's so cool.
They are based off of lights. Hang on. I am.
Oh, they're working! Oh my gosh!
Thank you.
They're working, yeah.
Okay, they are lit up.
That
They are computer controlled. They're timer controlled. They are music controlled. Like I can play Sonic tunes and stuff like that. Basically, whenever this whole thing does get over and I actually do attend a rave, I'm going to be a hit.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know. I think I know the technology you're working because I was looking at some of that stuff at one time too when I was attempting to try to do cosplay myself, but I couldn't do it. So
Yeah, it's when I started learning when I built my Ghostbuster backpack, which you can see over there, was the Arduino, and I learned very small programming, very very small, but enough to literally get stuff blinked, lit up, moving, off, on, whatever.
oh, that is so cool. Well, I guess I'm going to ask one more question here. We need enough time to set up for our. We're going to have Lee. We're going to have the Lee Majub
I'm
meet and
hoping
greet.
he brought lattes.
Huh?
That's very important.
Yeah, we're going to be setting that up in a few minutes here, so we'll probably wrap this up. But I want to ask one more question. I know this is probably a moot question at this point, but are there any are there any conventions that you know that might be starting back up this year that you might be attending, or do we think it's just everything's just dead for the year?
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I mean, I know the big convention that I go to in Florida, MegaCon, was moved back into October, so that's kind of up in the air of, but it's a limited convention, and so they're trying to make the whole thing out of it. But if that's the convention I go to, it's either that one or there's one at the end of it that's a holiday theme, like Christmas themed.
Yeah.
Convention. But if those two fall out, then I'm assuming next year everything should be up and running. So, but because I haven't attended any convention since I've built this thing, I've just been TikToking my way through everything that I could get to.
Yeah. One last question. Are you going to try and come to Sonic Revolution next year?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know whether or not to pay for an extra ticket for this thing, because I have it sit right next to me, or whether or not I should mail it. But it will be there, and I will. Oh, yeah. No. I plan on, as soon as all this stops, I plan on showing this off as much as I possibly can.
Perfect. Well, we'll be more than happy to help you once you're ready to do that. So you contact us when you're ready to arrange something.
I gladly.
All right. Thank you very much, Sonic the Cosplayer. Coming up next, we got a meet and greet coming up with Lee Majub. So please stay tuned.
Bye.
And I'm probably still saying his name wrong, so please don't kill me. Twitch.